Hey guys, how's it going? Today's video I'm going to be doing a duplicate challenge. I put up 4 different pictures for you guys that you voted on Instagram and Facebook, which ones you wanted me to duplicate. There are 4 different options and you guys overwhelmingly chose the A option. It's kind of a pretty green smoky eye. I'll be honest, my favorite one was the B option. So I still want to do that at some point, but I will do this one first. You guys gave me kind of a tough one. In fact, I'll tell you, I should have checked first because I didn't have the perfect green for it. So I've been playing around with my colors a little bit and I think I've found a good mix of some colors that should be able to work for it. I am gonna do my very best. You guys, like I said, have challenged me here with kind of a tough one. I obviously have no makeup on my face. I'm really just gonna be doing my eyes today because I'm gonna be doing a close-up of my eyes once I'm done to show you guys how close I got, or hopefully duplicated completely the look that I was challenged to do. So let's get started. Okay, first things first, we of course have to do our primer, which will always be my Painterly. I don't want to say always, it's usually going to be my Painterly paint pot because that's my fave. I feel like my light is not as bright as it normally is. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Just so you guys know, the person that's actually wearing the look in that picture is Linda Hallberg. She is an amazing makeup artist and she's also the founder of LH Cosmetics. You guys should check out her products because she is seriously a master. For my base color, I want to see kind of how sparkly hers looks. So she does have a pretty light base color. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Ultimate Basics Naked Palette. And I'm going to grab the color Blow. So this is, I'm going to get this first color here, this lightest one. And do that all over my lid up to the brow bone. Want to remind you guys that my first giveaway on the channel is going to be at 50 subscribers, which I'm so close to. I keep thinking that I'm, maybe this week gonna hit it, but please, I would love if you could share the channel with anybody you know. Tell them to subscribe so that they'll know when the giveaway is coming, and to keep watching my videos because that's when I'm going to announce what the giveaway will be and how you can get entered for it. And I don't know, I was thinking I was gonna offer maybe a couple different potential products as giveaways and then you guys could like choose if you're the winner. Or I was thinking maybe I'll just be lame and do like a Sephora gift card. I mean, give me your ideas. How would you guys prefer it? Would you prefer if I had like a couple different product options as the giveaway? Like maybe, a couple of eyeshadows, or I don't know, whatever you guys think you'd want the most, tell me so I can put it together the way you'd like. Finished with that color. Now I'm gonna be going into kind of a light green blue combo like she's got going on, but I need to do it really lightly because she looks like, what it looks like to me is that she shades it a lot darker with some black colors on top, or just darker shades of greens. I'm gonna go in with this, it's an older color from Ulta actually, and it's called Deep Sea. You can see it's got like a pretty green sheen on top of a blue, but it's called Deep Sea. You can see right there. And I'm gonna take just a small shader brush. It's not very dense, so it's not going to put a lot of color on it, but that's kind of what I want, is I just want it to be lightly brushed across all of my lid and just kind of going a little bit up into my outer crease. So I'll show you. And Linda Hallberg has these like piercingly blue eyes. So this color looks fantastic on her. And I really don't know what blues do too much for greens. I know that greens on top of greens are pretty. So let's see if maybe this will look good with my green eyes. Or I have fairly technically hazel eyes. Hey, what's going on?
Not much, what are you doing?
I'm doing a video.
Oh, so you're recording it right now?
Yeah, I'm like recording right now.
Oh, I'll let you go then.
Oh, okay, love ya.
Bye, see you back.
Bye. He's so cute. So that blue is coming in really lightly, just like I wanted. Now I'm gonna go just a little bit darker with the same color, just keeping a little bit more in just the eyelid area because she's got the green color really well blended out as like a really well done smoky eye. And I don't want it to get super pigmented in any certain area. So my blending should stay pretty easy Duplication challenges, I remember, were some of my favorite videos to watch when I started watching YouTube makeup like videos, like long time ago, probably around 10 years ago, watching like makeup tutorials, and people would submit to the makeup artists all their favorite looks, and the artist would just duplicate them and help them duplicate them with easy techniques. And I hope I'm giving you guys as easy an explanation as I can, but like I said, you guys gave me, I picked a potential hard one and you guys picked the hard one. I remember I was telling Derek, I'm like, they picked the hard one. Thanks a lot, guys. But it is a pretty combination of that green color, and I'm hoping I'm going to achieve it, or as close to achieve it as I can, with the colors that I have to work with, because I don't have a perfect deep green like that. I'm gonna have to get it though, because it is really pretty. So I'm really just going in a little bit darker all over everywhere, but you don't want to start really dark. Blending and really layering the shade to build up the color you want is the smartest way to do it. And I feel like I've gone as dark as I want up to the crease, and now I'm just going to be packing in a little bit heavier on the eyelid right around the liner area. That's what we'll do. All right, so now to make this a little bit of a deeper green, I have my Fashion Fix color from MAC. It's this kind of like a deep grayish brown. That may not be the best color to use, but we're gonna combine that with Club, which is another shadow here from MAC. And hopefully that will work better. I need to start packing on some darker color. So for that, I'm gonna use this smaller Glamour Dolls brush. It's a number 10. It's got the one, cute little one with the whales on it. And I'm going to dip in to Club. This is the Club color. I'm gonna dip into that. I'm really gonna try and get a fair amount of shadow, really pigmented, and I'm just gonna tap it along the lid to really get that color packed on there. So from the inner corner all the way out to the outer corner. Just these little dabs to really pack that color in is all you need. You don't need like big motion. Doggies are being very rude. They don't care. They don't care that they're being rude. Okay, so it did make it darker on the lids. See, this is why I don't do my face makeup first, because I have so much of this dark stuff that's like fallout that I would have to wipe away to get darker on the lids where we wanted it. However, it's not creating exactly the green that I want, so I'm going to actually try and pack in a little bit more of that blue on top of that. See if maybe that'll do it. So just that same sea, what is it, Deep Sea is the color. And I'm gonna go in a little bit darker, really get a lot of that blue on there and see if it'll mix well. It's so crazy, I could have sworn I'd had a green like that. I really wouldn't have chosen that. Plus someone with green eyes should have a good green. Okay, I have hazel eyes, all right. Okay, I feel like that definitely got to be more green than before. So we're gonna have to just work with that. It's not perfect, but I feel like with the black on top of it, it should help to really make it seem bolder. For the most part, that greenish part is done. I'm just gonna blend it out a smidge, going back to that color Blow in our Naked Basics palette. And I'm just going to blend right at the edge there of the green color and just in circular motions, kind of back and forth, get that line blended a little bit better so it's not so harsh. But we're gonna be adding some darker color on top of that, so that won't be all. So keeping with this same palette, this Urban Basics palette, I'm gonna go into Blackjack, which is just plain black color. It's this one here. It's just a plain black color. And this I'm actually going to take just a small, I don't know what this is called. It's from my E-Designs or Emax Designs brushes. It's just a small shading brush, you can tell, it's very tiny, but this is just really gonna pack on that darker color. We don't want a lot, but we want what we put on there to stay where we put it for the most part until we blend it. So it's gonna go just in the outer corner, and I can zoom in to show you guys a little bit better. Okay, it's really gonna go just on the outer corner and under our lids, just about halfway. And I'm gonna do that lower lid kind of last, but that's where we're going to kind of localize that dark color. We don't want to take it too high, just right up to the crease, because then we're going to go in with that same brush. We're not going to put any more color on it, but we're just going to buff what we put on there. And just continue to buff. Every layer you put of that, just buff it into what you've got going on so it blends well. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so I feel like we're getting close to the look, and it's totally a mess right now, you guys. I'm obviously gonna have to clean it up quite a bit, but I'm really just concerning myself with getting the right amount of pigment of the color in the right spots, and then we can clean it up a little bit better after that. But if we don't have the color in the right place, then the look won't work. That is better. Much less fallout, so it looks a little cleaner. Okay, now let's start smudging the bottom. Now, she doesn't have a lot of green at the bottom, so I'm only gonna do my green colors that I've been doing very, like, insanely lightly at the bottom. Like, I'm actually just gonna take what I have left over on this smaller, dense shadow brush and just sweep that across, and not very deep either, maybe only like midway through my eye. Because in the picture, I think at the bottom she has more just of a black. I only see maybe a small hint of green. Yeah, that's all I want to carry over as far as the green color. But first I'm going to smudge that black. And what's nice about this Naked palette that I have, this Ultimate Basics, is they give you in it a really perfect, like, let me show you, like a thin shading, just a real perfect smudging tool there. So I'm going to take that same blackjack, and took very little, and I'm just going to dab it under my lid. Okay, so I think I've gotten the least amount of black, or really the most amount of black I want to do on the inner corner. Now we're going to go a little bit darker in the outer corner, just in that same area, right at the corner lid and into the outer V, just dabbing with that tiny little brush they give us. We don't want the black to necessarily overshadow that green color, so we're gonna blend it at that outer V because we don't want it to take over that. So we'll go in again with just our shade brush and blend it. I think the only difference between mine and hers as far as color-wise is my green is like a little bit more metallic, and she happens to have like a real matte green. So sorry. But like I said, I should have first made sure that I had that green before I even offered it as an option. So doing the best I can now. Oh, that bottom is so messy. It's so, oh my gosh, smudging black eyeshadow in the right spot before you've done like your makeup and stuff. It's important, but it also makes it look, like I said, so messy. It looks like a total hot mess right now. Look like I have two black eyes, but I have to make sure that it's like all cleaned up and stuff before it's like a finished look. I'm pretty happy with how much black we have going on under. Now I just need to do the eyeliner. Okay, and the eyeliner that I brought, it's called I Do. That's Where I Draw the Line by Ico. It's just a tiny little sample that I got from them, and I really like it quite a bit. But this should be able to give us, she has definitely a winged look, so I'll be doing a winged eyeliner look. It's not really thick on the lid. It's not a very thick winged look, but she definitely has it super low on her lid as well as on her bottom waterline. So for my winged eyeliner, people tend to, you know, this is not an easy one. So I'm going to, like I said, I have it zoomed in here, but I'm going to bring up my mirror so that I can do this while you guys watch. So keeping it really low, in fact going a little bit under my lid too. You can tight line it that way and go really right under the lash line. She's got it going in a little deeper in the inner corner. Just trying to clean up that line a little bit, but I don't want it to be any thicker. So now she has her wing going at an up angle from the top lid. So I'm gonna keep my eye open while I draw the bottom of the wing that she has. She comes out a little, I don't wanna say flat, but a little bit flat there, and then does it up. Now we're gonna go a little thicker there right at the edge. It is a little thicker than I've got it, so I'm gonna do mine a little bit thicker. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so winged eyeliner is done. My philosophy on eyeliner and eyebrows is that they should be sisters and not twins. You wanna get, I guess I'd say a little bit closer as far as like the winged eyeliner, because it's just right there at your eye and it's really easy to sort of spot if it's like really different. But I think mine are pretty similar. And so I'm gonna go ahead now and just tight line the water lines of my lower lids with the same black eyeliner, and that will help us to get a darker eye. Time for lashes and mascara and all that junk. The mascara that I grabbed is Smashbox Full Exposure. I'm gonna use that on my top and bottom lashes. Okay, so mascara is on, and I did get a little bit sidetracked. So before I do my strip lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. And you know, I always go off camera to do that because that takes a while. Okay, so I did put the glue on the lashes just a couple seconds ago before I hop back on camera, so that the glue would be pretty close to the right consistency. But I cannot find my tweezers to save my life, which is helpful. So I'm gonna go ahead and I've used the little applicator tools that they give you with lashes before. They're not my favorite, I prefer my tweezers, but they'll do for now. And I'm using Red Cherry Lashes number 118. The glue's probably tacky enough. It does kind of get a little bit of a clear color once it's ready, so I'm just gonna place it on starting from the outer corner. I have to be totally honest with you guys. I think that may have been like the worst lash application I've ever done. I'm actually really not that great at applying lashes because I typically have my extensions. So I don't get a lot of practice in on having to put in lash extensions. So I'm just gonna clean up around the eye because you can tell it's still a little bit of fallout, a little bit dirty. I'm not gonna do a full face of makeup, but I'm just gonna make really from eyebrows and like mid-nose up look right and like it's fully done. So I'm going to get my Shape Tape and I'm gonna put a little bit of that under my eye. Actually a lot. I'm gonna blend that in a little better with powder where I didn't want it to totally meet that black. Okay, so I'm gonna take actually the other end of this brush they give us here in the Urban palette and go in with Pregame. And I'm just gonna smudge and blend that up to where we've got that black started. That worked well. And I'm gonna do the same color right at the brow bone. You guys, I am no Linda Hallberg, okay? She is a master, but I am pretty happy with how this came out, I gotta tell you. I dig it. I'm really digging it. Well, you guys, that was my 100% effort into getting the duplicate look of that color combo and doing my best to come up with that green. So I hope you like it. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you as my subscriber family. And remember, we're gonna have that giveaway soon. I'm like bouncing up and down, so excited. We're having that giveaway soon. So once we hit 50 subscribers, we are so close. I'm gonna come up with a giveaway and I really want your guys' help on what it should be because it's for you. I want you to like it. So you guys stick around for my pictures so you can do your own judging on how well I did, and I will see you later. Bye.